Well, welcome to what will be our very final episode of our Nordic themed Minecraft Minecolonies for version 1.15 of the game. And for our final episode here, what I'm going to do is a bit of a mixture of just having a chat with you guys, but also going through our builds here and just kind of finalising and wrapping things up. I actually started our Minecolonies playthrough here quite some time ago, whenever it was version 1.12 of the game, and we did upgrade it to version 1.15, which we're currently on, which is kind of why we had so many issues, in particular this miner here, which broke thanks to the upgrade. But I have actually had one of the best Minecraft experience actually through playing this mod pack, and I have learned a hell of a lot about Minecraft in general just through it. So it's a little bit of a bittersweet episode, this one, just as I go through and start wrapping things up. I did actually see quite a lot of people inside our warehouse there. Yes, here they're coming back. I think it's our delivery people, and they're all just gathering around this purple block here. That's absolutely beautiful, by the way. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on with that block there, but we are actually currently up to date with the 1.15 version of Minecolonies. I know I've said that quite a lot in kind of recent episodes here, even though I did record them quite some time ago. But so long as I get my finger out and record and edit this video down in appropriate timing, it is actually the most recent version of Minecolonies here. I think the version came out very recently, just in June. So there, that's putting a bit of pressure on me, so I really should have this episode out in a mannerful time. But that does bring me on to what I want to do in the future with Minecolonies. Although this is the final episode of version 1.15, which I know I've said a few times here, but I just want to keep reiterating that it is for an older version of the mod pack, I will be doing a second season of Minecolonies, but we will be upgrading to version 1.16 for it. So yes, you can pretty much expect more or less of the same, just with a new colony. But we will touch a bit more on that just a bit later on. For now, I'm just heading straight back into our town hall, and I will see what work orders we still have left to build, which apparently is nothing. We do not have any work orders at all in here, so that's fine. I'll get our builders up and working very shortly. I will just quickly check our research next, which also has a rather lovely purple block for us to interact with, and I can see that our university is only tier 4, so I actually do need to upgrade this first of all. So let's actually do that first, and we'll get our university to tier 5, and that will allow us to unlock and research our final upgrades. We still have this know the end research here, which requires a baker at least level 3, and I'm positive our baker is at least level 5 at the moment, and this is going to unlock knowledge of the end for only 64 of these chorus fruit, which I think we do have inside our postbox here. Yes, there's the 64 of them there. Oh, well, the research button is now highlighted for it, so can I actually do that? Yes I can, finally. Okay, well, we will finally find out what that research was all about. In the meantime though, I am going to look at some of the newer upgrades that we could possibly get here, the newer researches. The more scrolls research here is going to unlock more scroll recipes for our enchanter. I don't have a clue what that means, but that's pretty easy to get. These look like some pretty decent blacksmithing upgrades, and are pretty standard to get. 64 diamonds, 512 iron ingots, and 64 gold ore, which I have the diamonds here, and I don't think that's quite enough iron ingots in this one, and I don't have any in the other post box, so I will definitely need to request more iron ingots to come over, which we do have quite a lot of them already inside our warehouse, so they should come to us very shortly. Gold ore, on the other hand, yes, I didn't think we had any in there at all. What does that say? That I need to resolve it? Well, that's not going to happen, so what other researches can we do? Oh, actually, very quickly, I did think I seen someone deliver things there. They have already delivered our iron ingots. Literally, that's just been a few seconds. Now that is service. Well, I do have the item requirements for these upgrades, but as always, I don't read, and we are still missing requirements because we don't actually have a blacksmith at tier 5 yet. And even with the next playthrough of Minecolonies here, you can expect just pretty much the same idiocy from me because I just do not pay attention. Hello Dylan, let's upgrade your hut here. We'll get this to tier 5, and I think now is a good time for us to check our resource scrolls, which Jordan has picked up the blacksmith job there, and Benjamin has picked up our university tier 5. Which is going to require a few items here, which I might need to make for them. or at least teach someone how to make them. Well, the clipboard now has my gold ore, as well as a lot of feathers, sugarcane of course, but nothing else there, so I'm assuming that they will have everything then they require to upgrade this to tier 5. Cool. I really don't know which buildings around here do still need to go up to tier 5, and I really don't know if I can be bothered going inside them all and checking. Maybe looking at the research and what we can unlock and can't unlock might be a good idea as to what I still to upgrade or not. Well damn, that is definitely quick. This Know the End research is over halfway done already. Now how long is this supposed to actually take? If I go to the top, 4 hours. This is supposed to take 4 hours in order to complete. You'll be lucky if I put that on about 4 minutes ago. So definitely having so many Jedis in this building, as well as having a decent upgrade to it, is definitely making all of the difference whenever it's coming to a research speed here. Overall, our combat tech tree here is looking pretty full actually. There are some tier 5 upgrades that we're going to need to get still, and we've got some tier 4 I'm assuming on this column here. Anything that we can do just now? Barracks to tier 5, combat academy to tier 5, archery, and another combat academy to tier 5. Okay, well, if I can get the resources in, I will see if they are at tier 5 or not. Well, I've started off by asking for some flint, and I've seen that we are going to have some gravel maybe be turned into that. We've got a lot of delivery for gravel, which I'm assuming is going somewhere. Okay, you chaps just find each other, that's amazing. But that gravel is going to our Fletcher, so our Fletcher is going to turn our gravel into flint for us. That's interesting. I thought that may have been the Crusher or another building like that. I've requested 6 shields to be made for us, so we'll have some iron ingots sent away to our blacksmith, as well as some spruce planks from the lumberjack to the blacksmith, and we'll get them eventually. And it's pretty much a similar story for some bows as well here. So that's nice. That is everything absolutely automated whenever it's coming to me asking for anything. Perfect. And our researchers have just unravelled the mystery of Know the End, which has been unlocked here, but I still don't have a clue what it means. But we do now have that research. Finally, there is still quite a lot of researches overall that we need to get here. I'm thinking though to make this city one here, requiring Town Hall at least tier 5. I'm going to make this one a bit more of a priority, because this is going to increase our citizen cap by 175, just at a cost of 512 steak. So we've requested those, and that's going to require 512 raw beef, and I'm hoping that we maybe have that. No, Resolver is the player again. So, yep, I might need to slaughter a lot of cows. And I definitely have the 16 diamonds on me, I just can't get the Provost upgrade yet, because this is going to require the Combat Academy to be at least tier 5. So I've definitely not upgraded those buildings to tier 5, so let's go look at our combat. This is the Combat Academy here, and there are a few people really gyrating about the place actually. But here's our purple block, and it is only tier 4 here, so we will upgrade this to tier 5, which I will select Benjamin to do. I think our barracks should be tier 5? It's not, it's only tier 4 actually. How do we upgrade this? Well, that's how we do it. So Jordan will come here and upgrade our barracks to tier 5 at some point. And finally our archery with again another purple block, only tier 4. So let's just choose again Benjamin for this. And we'll get this building to tier 5 as well. And I believe that's all 3 of our combat buildings around here. And I may as well just very quickly check all of our other buildings around here to see if they are all up to tier 5. Which, good, these courier huts might actually all be tier 5 already. One thing that I'll definitely do better whenever we do another playthrough of Minecolonies here is I will put down some better infrastructure around the place. Just some better paths, maybe put buildings a bit better around the place as well. And even some decoration too, just so that everything does kind of work out a bit nicer. What I've done here is just pretty horrible, truth be told. But it's functional, so there is that. But it could all just be so much better, I feel. And we might even continue some of our projects rather than just half-arse them, like this wall there. Plus with Minecolonies version 1.16, I actually know there's quite a few new upgrades that we can put for things. And there's also a few new buildings that we can get put down as well. which I'm not quite sure what they do, but one of them is a graveyard, which we could certainly use around here. I am not really sure why we are vibrating so much tonight, chaps. I've got to admit though, it will be a little bit sad leaving this colony to start a new one, but I just know for a fact, seeing as our little hiccup we had upgrading from version 1.12 to 1.15, I wouldn't be able to keep this colony going from 1.15 to 1.16. So we are pretty much going to be forced to have a new colony, which is fine, because that will just eventually lead to new adventures. And it is a little bit strange as well just now, just starting to remember all of the NPCs that we've kind of met over the time during our Minecolonies playthrough here. Isaac, our very first builder, absolutely tragically slaughtered. Frederici, our useless builder as well, now turned florist. Of course we had the amazing Jim, our one and only saviour too, and there's probably some more there that I can't remember just now, but they were all just equally as useless in my opinion. But at the same token, they were my useless idiots, so there is a little bit of sadness there. Not too much though. And who knows, maybe things won't be just as broken, but who can ever say? Especially whenever I'm in charge, because all that happens is that we get some underground farms, which do work. I still stand by this, they definitely do work. Just not very well, but they definitely do work. Although I definitely don't think I'm going to miss the million chickens that we have running around the place. I'm still not quite sure how that got out of hand so much, but it definitely did get out of hand by quite some margin. I genuinely don't mean to come across soppy or too sentimental at all with this, but there genuinely is this kind of almost impending doom that I'm feeling, just as we're kind of walking through our colony here, picking up all of the eggs. But really with this playthrough overall, I have learned so much about Minecraft. This was the very first time I ever did the end by myself, killed the Ender Dragon by myself, just because I was pretty much forced to whenever they asked me for all of these stupid end materials. So I am glad that they forced me to do that, because it has made me a better Minecraft player overall. I mean, I'm still not a very good Minecraft player, but I'm marginally better now than I did whenever I first started this playthrough, to an extent. So maybe our next colony might stand a better chance with me in charge. Probably not though, or should I say, our next colonies. But I won't dwell too much more on that thought. Instead, I will let you guys witness what I've got planned whenever we start our next playthrough. But that's definitely enough reminiscing here. Let's go in and check our work orders. I appreciate you guys just letting me rant on here, even if you don't really have too much of a choice in the matter. Well, from starting with 0 work orders, we now actually do have a pretty sizable list here. So our workers are definitely going to be busy today. But if they do get through that list, that will be all of our buildings to their maximum of tier 5, and this colony will definitely be complete. Because I'm pretty sure that we now have every building that we can do for version 1.15 of the game now constructed, and at least tier 4 about to become tier 5. So we have definitely done this mod some justice here, I feel. Plus there's like, what, 50 odd episodes of Minecolonies so far? I've definitely milked this for all it's worth. Right, Jordan, how are we getting on? Still 70% with the blacksmith. I get the feeling you haven't done anything at all, so we are just going to recall you over here. Now, what is it that you're doing? You sleeping that entire time? Do you need anything now? 4 anvils, a diamond chestplate and a diamond hoe to complete the blacksmith. Everything else does seem to be in the warehouse coming to them. And in our open requests actually, there is all of the diamond stuff there. So I need to go teach the blacksmith how to make those for them. Are you back already? You wanting some diamond leggings? I literally just said I was going to go teach the blacksmith. Go wait. See, if that was the old me, I would have punched her. But I restrained this time. Benjamin, how are we doing in here? What are we getting up to? Oh yes, we are doing a university, of which there's still quite a lot of items that you're waiting for. And if I check on Benjamin's own requests here, I can see that he is waiting on some blue banners, these daylight detectors coming in, and the remainder spruce stairs being made for him. So he should get them all eventually. Hello you creepy. There are a hell of a lot of you chaps just wandering about today. Do you guys not have a job? We have 75 of 75 citizens in our colony. And an overall happiness of 10, I'll have you know. And apparently we have 0 unemployed, so everyone does have a job. That is rather nice. Well, I have no idea why we have so many layabouts then, just wondering. I wonder if they're from the tavern. Right then, blacksmith, let's start teaching you some of these recipes. Oh, it's so much easier with just this interface. And these boots should be the last thing then. Let me check our request system. Which, yes, so far does seem to be the case. Just the items that I've requested. So soon, Jordan should have everything she requires to upgrade her blacksmith to tier 5. Which means soon, I'll be able to get the remainder of these upgrades. Hello Riley, this is rather interesting here. What are we doing? Just dancing on top of your roof. That's fine, you could be working, you know. I do get the feeling that some of our citizens are stuck here. This is why we keep doing this vibrating things. So is there any way that I can pull everyone into the main town hall here? I don't think so anymore. We used to have an option to bring everyone over. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I might need to just go remove them manually from whatever they're doing there. And of course, this is what I mean by manual. So, no, you should eventually become unstuck. No, are you determined to keep doing this? Right, fair enough, I did try. Maybe the old me hasn't actually gone too far away. Well, we'll recall them into here, so could you guys actually just do your work here, because there's a couple of delivery people also wanting fed. You eating golden carrots? Not even I have golden carrots. Damn, I'd like some golden carrots. Oh, hang on. Have you guys been using up all of my gold to make those? Look at the amount of spruce planks that she has requested in here. Awful. Christopher, our longest standing NPC, how are you doing? What are you doing actually? You haven't slept. Amazing. What are you doing? You're working currently. Are you? You have 56 spruce stairs in here. Are you just waiting on a delivery person coming? He might be actually, because Benjamin is still waiting on his delivery of 32 of them. Although, do we have any spruce stairs inside our warehouse here? We don't actually. Just 14,000 spruce slabs. So, that's nice. Jordan, you are still standing about here. Are you still waiting on everything coming over? Yes, by the looks of it, lots of diamond things been waiting on. Hello Joshua, nice to see you hard at work. Benjamin, ditto, what are you doing? You are still waiting here as well. Okay. Right, well, it looks as if our delivery people are still absolutely bloody useless, so I'm going to need to be the delivery person for a bit. Right, Benjamin, here's your spruce stairs, daylight detector and a blue banner next. The Fletcher does not have any banners inside his hut. Where is our Fletcher? Colton? You're not making our banners, son? Oh. You just did so very quickly there. Is that them now made? Well, he's made one of them. I'm pretty sure he requires 3 of them, Colton. So, do you need more wool? Hello, Kylie. Are you not our sheep shearer? Oh no, the sheep shearer's just there. He's also called Kylie. Wait, same name? Kylie, you are dull, and you are Kylie, you are dull. What the hell is this? Are you actually a person? No, I can't interact with it. Oh, these vibrating people aren't actually people. Interesting. Anyway, Kylie, do you have any blue wool inside here? You have 43 pink wool. I need blue wool at the moment. And of course we don't have any blue wool inside our warehouse here either. Perfect, we are going to be held up on that front. Although it only was one blue banner that he required, which he now has, so... Okay, we don't need any more blue wool. I'm pretty sure our glassblower here should be making our daylight detectors for us. Which of course he hasn't made, or she hasn't made. Anna. Invisible Anna. Why do none of my playthroughs ever turn out normal? Well, Invisible Anna has now made us one daylight detector, so where is that? Oh no, there's 3 in here apparently, that's fine. And someone's been attacked somewhere, that's also fine. Right, Benjamin, there are your 3 daylight detectors. You're asking for 2 bells now. That is something that will be on my request system, yes, I did think so. I don't ever think we've taught anyone how to make bells, but I'm assuming it will be the blacksmith. Or maybe not actually, because I can't teach them how to make bells. the hell do we get bells? Well, in the meantime, chap, why don't you make the other diamond items and then I can give them to Jordan so that she can continue. Well, he has made the diamond items, but unfortunately I can't actually locate them and he doesn't have any storage inside his hut here. So I don't really know where those items have now gone. I may need to just rely on our delivery people for that, which there goes one right now, Catherine. So did you get anything from him? Whoa, stop and let me check. In her inventory is the diamond items there. Okay, that's fine. I think the NPCs are just a little bit slow today and are needing me to give them a little bit of encouragement. And I also get the feeling that we can only loot bells from a village, so we're just going to go scout for one of those and nick some of their bells. Which here is the remnants of a village here actually. So, do you chaps have any bells? Also, what happened to your village? Well, here's one that we'll grab, so I just need another. I'm assuming that I did this to your village, chaps. I would apologise, but you probably pissed me off in some way, most likely because you did not give me an item that I was looking for at the time, similar to these bells. You are fortunate that I don't have any flint and steel, otherwise I would set your place on fire again. Although interacting with those idiots there does raise a question that I have. Can our colonists actually interact with normal NPCs around here? That might be interesting to explore as well. If I could find a nearby village in our next playthrough, that might be something that I could maybe attempt to do. But here is another village just in front of us. Well, unfortunately they did not have a bell in that village, and again unfortunately I did not have any flint or steel. That is a jungle temple over here, which I'm going to go quickly do. Right, let's get the goodies from in here and continue looking for bells. Actually, gold is rather handy at the moment. Well, I managed to get myself lost and was just about to say, that looks like a sizable village over there. Yes, that is because it is our colony. Right, we're still looking for a bell. Well, long story short, we found another village, we got another bell, so I'm right back here to Benjamin to give them to him. There you go, son, that's that been fulfilled. Now, what else do you want? Nothing. That's what I like to see. Well, that's how I now started doing the University Tier 5. You still require 30 end rods though. Are you requesting those? No, he's away. But I don't trust that they do have all of those end rods, so yes, looking in my open requests here, I've got some for some chorus fruit and some for some blaze rods. These idiots always looking for something. Oh yes, I forgot I tried to populate the nether with chickens. Of course I did. Right, where are some blazes? Well, I think we've found them, so come on chaps, let's make this nice and quick. I've got stuff to do today, and burning to death is definitely not one of them. Although what I would say though, is that the nether definitely looks like an interesting place to possibly have a colony. But again, I won't say much more on that matter. Right, let's get some of this chorus fruit next then. And it's our stone smelter who's wanting those, so you take the chorus fruit there. And that does seem to have come off our request system. Although now I've got a lot of diamonds that are being requested, and I'm assuming that it will be our mechanic who will want the blaze rods, so I'll just put them inside the rack there. And can I recall Layla? Layla? No? Layla does not want to be recalled? Okay, well I did try, but that also does now seem to be off a request system. So I really do hope that Benjamin will get those end rods in, and I guess we have no diamonds at all then inside our warehouse. Lots of diamond things. I could maybe take some of the diamonds from the blocks, but we don't have any just normal diamonds. I suppose I'll give them some from my own stash then, because I do have a few that I can spare. Okay Dylan, there's 64 of them, so you complete the request that we have for our diamond. Or not. They are still inside our request system, and I can't seem to cancel them, so good. Did you just make something actually? I was too busy complaining, you may have just made something. 57 diamonds left, and he is doing something. 52 diamonds now, and we have diamond leggings. Is that what she wants? It might be something that she wants, but she really wants a diamond chestplate and some anvils. So, get the finger out, hurry up! And I just recalled Benjamin back to see how he was getting on, but he currently has the flu, if I could get to him. Yes, he has the flu and is away to be cured with a carrot and a potato. So, people really are not wanting to work today. I'm guessing they all know that this is the final one. And let me guess, Elizabeth, you do not have any carrots or potatoes to heal them with. Well, you don't have many of them, but you do have some. So hopefully Benjamin will be back on his feet and working very shortly. But honestly, I could spend hours just trying to sort out the request system here. There are just a few more buildings that we require up to tier 5, but I just don't have the time to keep filling requests. Especially whenever they're just now going to start buildings, whenever they should have been making them this entire time. Which is a little bit ironic here, seeing as Minecolonies is all about building up our colonies and building buildings, yet we've not done a single building at all today. But I don't want to drag this episode out any longer than it already has been, so I am going to call things there, and this has been our very final episode for our Nordic builds here for Minecraft Minecolonies 1.15. But like I said, I'm nowhere near done with Minecolonies yet, and I will be upgrading to 1.16 in the very near future, and we will start a brand new playthrough of Minecolonies, and I've got a lot of neat ideas of what I would like to do with that playthrough. So thank you very, very much if you have put up with me and my rather chaotic playthrough of Minecolonies here. I have really, really enjoyed this mod pack, and if you haven't played this already, what are you doing with your life? I'll put a link to it in the description below and play this for yourself. And of course, because this is one of my playthroughs, literally just as I'm trying to wrap things up here, I'm going to get a pirate raid and someone's going to swim past me in the ground. I really do appreciate you guys spending the time to watch this series, and I can only thank you for all of the comments that you've given me throughout my playthroughs here. I do hope it's been somewhat entertaining to watch, as well as possibly quite infuriating at times. Thank you so much again for watching, and if you excuse me, I've got a pirate raid that I need to take care of, but I will be seeing you guys very shortly. Bye for now.